Hello, James. End of the night here for me, but I still wanted to get this across to you. I was going through my own old content and basically reading all of the sales copy and just reading it all out aloud. And so, as I was going to your own content, I think what we can be doing is do more selling in the beginning of the content, more copywriting like you would actually do a sales letter. I think the content is very good, niche content, specifically for the target audience, so I think you've done that very well. I think my feedback for that would be that we take those statistics that you've put further down in the article, where you've already, just by the numbers, how the numbers work, already lost a large percentage of the audience, and put them to the front, very at the top as the hook. And so we can explore that over the next content pieces. What is one secret that is responsible for 23% lower conversion rate that 97% of startups miss? Attention, app founders. Studies show not doing this lowers your conversion rate by 23%. If you could raise your conversion rate by 23% by doing less, would you? These hooks, I am very happy to work on your content with that because I'm getting more and more into headline writing and really enjoying that. I'm also realizing that I've done a ton of preparation work already in the past on that. And I do think this is a piece where I can truly bring value to the people that I accompany in their journeys to achievement. Well, the point being, if we put the numbers, the statistics more to the front, and then do a little bit of more copywriting, something like that. Just tell me what you think, if you think that would be applicable. Attention app founders, studies show not doing this lowers your conversion rate by 23%. That means you have to work about 20% harder for nothing. That means everybody on your team, instead of working 8 hours, would have to work 9.5 hours, 9.5 hours for the same outcome, and you would need to pay for it. It's like a 20% tax you pay every year for not knowing this. Or if everybody on your team works 8 hours currently, they would only need to work 6.5 hours for the same outcome. Maybe this line was already too much. But you see, what I'm saying is, let's make it also so that they don't need to think, that we do the thinking for them, because face a 40% higher churn. People get it, high-level business people understand that, but they also don't immediately grasp that. If we translate that to, for example, in the second one, okay, let me finish reading that here. So how much money would that save you? What would be possible for you with that money? Would you travel, buy your family a holiday, give your top producer a raise? The answer to this is not a system, not an AI agent, but something you cannot touch nor see. Strategy. Focusing on one problem and one problem only. So the idea is that we start with a hook, number-based hook as we can, and then do a little bit of selling like you would in a sales letter, you know? And what I was meaning with the 40% higher churn, take a look at this. This strategic move makes your app users pay you 40% longer, because that's what it means, right? I checked this with ChatGPT just to make sure that I don't mess up the math, but if you have a 40% higher churn, that means people stay 40% less long. That means in the reverse, that app users pay 40% longer. Now I know sometimes this calculation doesn't work like that, but I did check this with ChatGPT that it actually equates to that they pay you 40% longer. But the point being is, can we find a way to make these numbers really tangible in people's minds? What does it mean? Oh yeah, they stay and pay me 40% longer. Much easier to grasp. We do the thinking work for them instead of writing 40% higher churn, right? And how much money would that mean to you? 15,000, 30,000, 190,000 annually? And what's even better, you don't need to do anything for it. All you need to do is to stop doing something, and then you write the content just exactly as you did. That would be my feedback, and I would be very happy to do that for all of your daily content pieces, give you a little bit of feedback on the headlines, on the intros. I really think that this is something a skill that's worth developing for me, and I do think I have done a lot of groundwork on that. And yeah, because the packaging, the headline, the intro, super important. They say 80% of your advertising dollar is spent with the headline. We have all heard this, but like, let this sink in. All the stuff that you wrote there, I can make worth 4 times more if I just give you a good headline, or if you or somebody else writes like a top headline. You see what I mean? That this is actually 4 times more important than the actual content. So I'm starting to understand what that actually means. So let me know what you think about that.